We are joined on the phone today by the band NeverWake. They've got a show coming up in Minneapolis, May 2nd at the Skyway Theater. And first we'll start off with singer-guitarist Johnny DiCarlo. JD, how you doing today?
Good, how are you doing?
Not too bad. Just calling to ask you a couple of questions, if this is still a good time.
Yeah, just to let you know, it's me and the whole band is here, so all the guys are, present.
Well, first, can you tell the listeners a bit about NeverWake? Maybe for some of those who haven't discovered you guys yet.
Honestly, we're just kind of we're a headbanging band, and honestly, what we try to do is we try to get you guys into the music. When we started creating music, we tend to sit between rock and metal, and we want to grab people from both. So you can expect to bang your head, but you're also going to be able to sing along. So, it's just all around good time for both people, for both parties. We've got our own style of things. We're a little bit eerie on the side of eerie things. We're a little bit, we call it the creep factor. So we got some, minor chords in our stuff. So that's pretty much NeverWake.
Excellent. Yeah, I know you guys have a show coming up here in Minneapolis, May 2nd at the Skyway Theater. Have you guys played much in Minnesota over the years?
No, we have not. No, the closest that we've ever been to you is Wisconsin. Yeah, that was Wisconsin.
Well, luckily for you guys, we had a couple feet of snow on the ground not too long ago, but it's kind of turning over to summer now, so you should be good tour-wise.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, sick of snow. Yeah, we're so tired of snow, and plus, I'd like to wear, no-sleeve shirts constantly. Likewise.
And I know you guys playing with the Veer Union. I want to ask you what the show is going to be like. Do you guys have some new music maybe you'll be sprinkling into the set list here?
Yeah, we've got a new single that we're promoting right now, Are You In There? And, that one is going to be, the one that people will notice if they've, heard anything of us lately. That's the one that we have on YouTube right now and, pretty much everywhere on Spotify and stuff. It's a little bit of a ballad, but it's a really singy song and, people, it's really easy to learn. So if any of you haven't heard it yet, go out and check it out. It's Are You In There?
Awesome. So are you guys maybe going to be having a new album coming out here down the road?
Yeah, we're actually working right now. We're mixing the next album, and we're trying to get it out on the, get it done after we're, finished with this tour here. We actually will have another song that we're playing off of that album. We'll be playing that on this tour, but to hear it, you have to come to the show. So, that's the stick there. We have, this album is probably going to be out mid this year. We didn't want to put a hard date on it yet because we're the guys pumping it out here. Last time that we put a date on something, it was like months later where we actually completed it. So we're stuck at that.
Well, again, NeverWake going to be at the Skyway Theater in Minneapolis here on May 2nd. And it seems like the metal scene today becoming more vibrant, maybe, thanks to, ways to get your music online and crowdfunding and just kind of ways to directly get things to the fans. It seems like the metal scene kind of coming back.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's a good scene. And, I wish that people would see how big it is. You go to these festivals and you see all the people that come out to these festivals. And then the people who aren't familiar with the metal scene will go, what the hell? Like, why haven't I seen, why am I being fed all this stuff that, that metal's not big or rock's not big anymore? All these people are here. And it's crazy. I mean, it is gigantic. And, we're just happy to be a part of it. And we're happy to be doing it. And, we see it. We see how well it's doing. And, we just, that has nothing stopped us. We're having a great time.
Awesome. Yeah, it definitely seems a little cyclical as far as maybe radio play, but there's always the diehard fans that are always there throughout the years for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, who would you say some of your inspirations or your influences are? Are they mostly metal? Because you mentioned it's kind of more melodic in some spots. Maybe a little of everything.
So I'm going to pass it around here. We all come from different, influences, and, we all have different favorite bands. I'm a big fan of Trivium, and, I grew up listening to Avenged Sevenfold, Bullet for My Valentine. And then if you take it back even further, like Godsmack, Disturbed, and, Saliva and stuff. So, I come from that end. And George has a different, influence.
Yeah, I like Slipknot a lot, Korn, more like the new metal style of things. But I like Trivium, Bullet. I always gravitate back to Slipknot.
Yeah, we all have that common ground that we're all into. But this is Justin. When I was growing up, I was kind of always around the '80s stuff a lot, and through that, through my dad, I became a big Ozzy and Zakk Wylde fan. And when Black Label started coming up, that was just I latched onto that. And Zakk Wylde has been my my guitar hero ever since. But as far as moving on to the more modern end of metal, it was always the metalcore scene where I found myself being home with Kill Switch and As I Lay Dying and those bands, and that's kind of where I fall in. Between Black Label and metalcore, that's kind of my home.
And I'll finish it off. It's Marcus. Throw you off for a loop. I've got definitely a much different background from everybody. I take a lot of influence from classical kind of music, just from the way that I got into music was listening to classical music, and obviously I'm a big metal fan. I listen to more proggy kind of stuff Periphery or Dream Theater or Tesseract and stuff like that. So you can see that we all have sort of different ways that we approach music, and it really shows in our songwriting because we all have kind of different ideas, and we can pick up in some areas where one of us might get stuck or not have that idea. So it's really cool that we can all come together that way.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, it's great that you're able to take all those influences. And I mean, obviously you guys are very passionate, and it's working out for you. NeverWake, again, going to be in Minneapolis here May 2nd. You mentioned the new album in the works. Is there anything else maybe coming up or something else the fans should be looking out for?
Yeah, we are going to be playing Rockfest Wisconsin July 20th. So, if anybody wants to come out to Rockfest Wisconsin and have a great time, outdoor festival, we'll be hanging out there. So it's going to be a good time. We're playing the same day as Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, Lacuna Coil, all those guys, bunch of people.
Awesome. Yeah, it's almost I know Ozfest isn't what it used to be, but that's maybe kind of the next best thing over in Wisconsin there.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Awesome. Well, again, guys, I appreciate your time, and I'm looking forward to seeing you here at the Skyway Theater and for that new album coming out. Again, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, you bet. Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you very much.
And again, that was the band NeverWake, and they'll be coming our way to Minneapolis May 2nd at the Skyway Theater, playing with the band The Veer Union.